All right, hi, this is Attica, and welcome to the start of a new series. We are going to take our first look at the new DLC that released, I guess it was yesterday, 1st of August, or end of July, whatever, just last day or so. And it is the electrification, I think it's called. Now, I think it has two scenarios, and I think to get to them, yes. There's a scenario 1 and a scenario 2. They're both set in Switzerland, but it'll be sort of a blown up Switzerland with more of the smaller cities. And we'll have the Alps to deal with, obviously. We've got some nice flat land out here to work with. So why don't we just play the first one? Well, we got one that's a normal and one that's a normal. Okay. All right, so let's see here. We're going to do the Eastern Switzerland region. Our hometown will be Zurich here. The year is 1914. This is 0.2 million square miles of land. There are 29 cities and 109 rural businesses. It's considered normal difficulty, high voltage. Charles Eugene Lancelot Brown, engineer and businessman, has a vision. Revolution through electricity. Steam power is just not in the new century's zeitgeist anymore. Electric trains are needed. But the ladies and gentlemen officials at the Swiss Federal Railways Administration don't see a need for change. After all, steam locomotives are tried and tested and budget friendly. Furthermore, will this newfangled electricity even establish itself? Only you can help Brown on his way to the peak of success. Are you ready? Well, I don't know. I think we are, so let's go. Now, looks like, yeah, we get to pick our character. I don't know what's coming at all. We won't be doing the gangster, and we won't be doing, I can't see any use for the professor. We won't be doing the general, tunnels and bridges, and we're going into the Alps. I don't think so. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to play around with the lady because of the factories and business upgrades and some conversations I've had with Matt in comments about how much company value goes up when you own businesses. It is more than you think it is. And that being said, you get your company value up high, and then you open bigger and bigger bonds. I'm beginning to think the lady may have some use after all, but given the fact that that's just a kind of in the experimental phase, don't really have that worked out yet. I'm going to go ahead and use either the engineer. Well, what am I kidding? Go use the engineer with the 20% track, tunnel, and bridge reduced cost and less maintenance, and we can bear with that slightly less. And the only other one I would consider really would be the entrepreneur. No, it's the engineer by quite a bit. Okay, let's go with Idris K. Bailey, Attican Enterprises Inc., AEI. And what just happened here? Back. Oh, they've changed this. Oh, they've added. Oh, I see. So electrification. This feature allows you to equip your tracks with overhead lines and use electric locomotives from 1900 onwards. Electric locomotives are faster, need neither fuel nor water, have high tractive power, and are very reliable. Sounds pretty good to me. Signaling mode, we're going to use manual again, and I'm going to try to do a better job. And city founding will be off, regions on. We'll have to buy our way into other regions. We don't have luxury rail lines, easy for you to say, and I won't miss them at all. And electrification will be on, and so let's go. So 1.45 multiplier, we got quite a bit of money, 3.5 million, no competitors. Everything looks normal here. I don't see any, they've changed how this works. Because normally it would say region stuff here. Let me go back. Yeah, see, the region concessions are handled here now, which is interesting. Okay. All right. It wasn't interesting. I'm exaggerating. Nothing interesting about it. 3.5 million. Let's go. Let's see what we got.
Hoi! Welcome to Switzerland, the country of majestic mountains and crystal clear lakes. Let me explain to you what we're trying to achieve here. My newest acquisition is an electric train that is supplied with energy via overhead power lines. Thanks to technological marvels such as generators, transformers, and rotary current conductors, it will soon be the dominant means of travel in Switzerland, nay, the whole world. At least if my plan works out. Not only are electric trains more reliable and energy efficient than their steam-powered counterparts, they also eliminate our dependence upon coal shipments from Germany, as they can be simply powered via electricity from hydropower. And we have plenty of that in Switzerland, don't we? Sadly, the officials of the Swiss Federal Railways don't trust the new technology at all. These Bünzlis say electricity is good enough for light bulbs, but not to power trains. We have to demonstrate the power of our e-trains to them by electrifying a short test line in the vicinity. Maybe then they'll grant us a concession that allows us to build in other cantons.
Okay, I'll let him talk through that because I want to take a look at these trains to see what's coming up here, so we'll kind of know where we're headed. Let's see. Okay, interesting. Do we have any trains? We have the mountain. It looks like we have exactly one train, the mountain, which is a really good take on the mountains kind of train for freight. I'm thinking research is going to come into this right away. But here's a mixed use, 69 mile an hour with good tractive power. No consumption, that's beautiful. Another mix, 71 and good traction. I don't really see I'm surprised I don't really see a good, what is that? A freight car. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's look at our task first and then go over here. You can see I haven't even looked at this at all. All right. From Little Spark, September 1914, transport 80 wagons with one single train line connecting the cities of Zurich, Ruti, and Zug. And yes, I'm going to butcher these names. Just, it's like as I say, get over it. 80 wagons, one train line. We could have multiple trains on it. Zurich, Ruti, Zug. Build an electric rail line between Zurich and Winterthur. In order to be able to construct an electrified rail line, the complete length of the tracks needs to be outfitted with overhead lines. In addition, the selected locomotive must be an electric locomotive. Yep, no kidding. You can unlock a variety of electric locomotives under research and development. Reach 60,000 citizens in Zurich. Okay, so we need to grow Zurich and have this Zurich, Ruti, and Zug line going that has all three of those cities in the single line. Not my favorite way of doing them, but they seem to love it in the game. So, okay, that's our task. Let's see what our research looks like. Okay, yeah, here we go. We can unlock a mixed use here, and I think that's probably going to be the first one. But I don't know, all the way back here is a 66 mile an hour, 180 tractive. I mean, that might be good too. What's that? A freight train we don't care about. Here's another one way back here. Mixed use 62, 172. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen everything, but it sure looks like we need to pick our poison as to which electric one we want to get. Mixed use 69,200. Looks like that's as far as we could go. And the good news is if we go to here, it's going to open up everything back behind it, right? Here's an electric freight train, 60 mile an hour, mixed use 66,180, 6220. That would be nice, but I think we probably want to get. This is a mixed use, 69 and 200, 69 and 200. Yeah, let's just go as far out here as we can. Like I said, that'll open up everything behind it. So we'll grab this one for 300 points. Oh, we still have a point left. Well, good for us. Recruiting. Is there anything we'd really like to get right away? Like more passengers would be nice, or something like that. We have to transport a lot of stuff right off the bat. Auctions. Are we missing any of the fundamentals? I would like to have that. Construction costs. Auctions. Okay. What's that? Here we go. Construction cost of all buildings. That will give us some immediate benefit. Okay. So we're in Zurich. Winterthur, that's where we have to have that electric line. And they have a business opportunity right off the bat. And this one we're not even allowed to go to yet. Are there any that... Now we can connect this and connect Zug. Or Zug. Let's call it Zug. We can't get up here yet. Zurich, Ruti, Zug. Where's Ruti? R-U-T-I. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Can we get to it now? Yes. Zurich, Ruti, and Zug. I think I'd like to have Zurich as the middle. Probably put a warehouse on Zurich. Do a 3-city cluster here. We're gonna have to take a look at this too. We got meat. I think that's probably beer. That's probably beer. Let's look at the supply chain. It's going to be different too. Yeah, that's beer. Meat. Oh, they want milk earlier on this map, which is fine. It's right there. Let's see. Pears. Mountain cheese. Herbs. Wool, cloth, clothing. Cheese fondue. Okay. I need to have kind of a clue of how this works together. So you got beer is made from grain. Okay. Weaving meal from wool. Cloth from the clothing from the cloth. We still got timber making our, or do they call it what? Lumber? Lumber making our favorites, the planks. Distillery would make liquor with sugar and pears. Okay. Ceramics is up pretty early in this little supply chain. Coal and clay, I'm assuming, yeah. Paper's up fairly early. Chemicals. Then steel the usual way. Publishers take paper to make newspaper, and it's kind of early too. Mountain cheese is milk and herbs to make the cheese, and cheese fondue is to take the mountain cheese and make cheese fondue. And I think they're both consumed. The pocket knives are lumber and steel. That's okay. A tin foil. First of all, I thought it said turmoil factory. I thought, no comment. Okay, tin foil factory takes steel to make tin foil. The wristwatch factory takes cloth and steel to make watches. The herbal candy takes sugar and herbs. So you need the herbs for the candy, and you need the herbs for something up here. Was it the cheese? Yeah, the mountain cheese. So that was this one, herbal candy. And then dried meat, salt and meat to make dried meat. That makes sense. Okay. So I think we're going to immediately build, don't we have to do 80 wagons? It doesn't matter what they are? Yes. So I think what we'll do is have as I said, we're going to have a warehouse in Zurich. We're going to fire some raw materials in there and have it connect to this, and this with the pass-through in Zurich, because we also want Zurich to grow fastest. And we'll grow all three of these cities, get that connection. The pears can come in here. I mean, we could run pears to a warehouse in here. And in fact, again, I need to know what are the 6 we want. We want grain, lumber, sugar, veggies, milk, and pears. Okay, now let's just build that so I won't forget it. Let's think about this. If we go here, I also don't know how you build electric track. What's that? Oh, that's that maintenance post. Which I don't like. All right, Zurich, and there's a connection bonus here in Zug. How are we gonna do it? It's gonna be on the inside, so I think we'll make this our freight station in Zug. Now our track. Okay, you have to pick it out and lay it as build overhead lines. I guess you have to lay the track and then build the lines. Is that how that works? Or it looks like you can build them at the same time. So we're going to do electric for sure. That's the whole point of this. Let's go like this. And it looks like it's going to automatically build it with electric track. Then we can double track it on this side. And we can do our mantra. We've got our connection points. We lay our track. Then we make sure we have intersections at both ends. So we go here. And then we go here. So we have junctions or switches or whatever you want to think of both ways. Then we set our signals. Then we check for supplies. And I'm going to put we're going to put supplies here and here. Oh, wait. If these are electric, I don't think they even need supplies, do they? If we run all electric, do we need supplies at all? I don't think so. And let's see. Let's think about Rudy here. We're going to want a freight station kind of up on this end. If we can sneak one in here. And we kind of can't. That's okay. We can put it It'll fit here just fine. Okay. And we'll build electrified track. Let me just look at something here. Yeah, look at that. It's got the, I assume those are overhead. Yeah, it's got the electrification. Good deal. So let's go from here. Ouch. Ouch. Is it worth it to go underneath it? Maybe. Actually, yes, that's not bad at all. Now that would be the down track. That track. Double track it. Okay, so we got, we laid our track. Let's put in our switches at both ends. And then set our signals. And put in supply towers. Again, I think I'm going to do a couple because of the, freight coming in from outside. Okay, a couple of those. Oh wait, no, again, we don't need them. Now, doesn't that make sense? How many times have I forgotten supply towers? I mean, hundreds, right? So now I'm getting diligent about it, and sure enough, we don't need them. You cannot win. Okay, so if we started with just, no, I don't want automatic lines. I want dedicated passenger lines. And in fact, I want dedicated passenger track. And we want these pairs out here. And I think we want a warehouse here. And in this warehouse, we're going to take in the pairs for sure. And wood. I would say pairs and wood. Yes. Pairs. What am I doing? And wood. Now let's pick up this bonus for sure. And let's just go ahead. Another thing. Let's just make these 4 track. Make these freight stations 4. Now this scale is going to be a lot different. Now this is only a mile, right? But it looks like it's long enough to put a 4 platform station on here. Let's just see. Yeah, it is. So our 5-mile rule, the scale of this map's a lot different. Everything, they spread it out to give you room to work, but you're not going nearly the distances you would have been going otherwise. We've got milk down here. We've got milk here. I think we'll pull the milk into Zurich. We'll do milk in Zurich and grain, and that'll match the beer, and that's good. Okay. And the pairs, we definitely want to pick up that bonus, so let's go with a station. Nope. Let's get our terrain view and go with a station here. And let's build this track like this to come in the back door. Would like to have it at max speed. That'll work. That's the right-hand side. Right-hand side. Okay. And double track. I did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. That's okay. We can just delete this part and run our track. Run a little point-to-point connection out here. Like so. So that gives us a junction here. We've got a junction on this end. So all we need to do now is set our signals. skip our supply towers, and that line's good. Let's see. So I think to get those wagons running between the cities efficiently, I think what we're going to do is start this load first. So like you go here. Now crap. I thought we had. I was looking at this track and thinking we already had our switches, and we don't. My bad. So let's go like this, and like this, and like this. Okay. And this track here, I think Josh is right. And why don't we just follow his lead? Let's run this into the center of the 4. I think overall it would give you a quicker movement. Let's set these signals again. And set those signals again. Okay. Okay, now let's get a train go. Well, you know what? Take that back. Without trains going between the cities, the demand would only be for Zug. So it kind of doesn't matter, does it? Let's go. I do want this. I do want these logs coming in as soon as possible. And I do want to be able to get off of here. Let's go with this style. Oh, that worked nicely. To give us a little Jan Jansen's going in there, just in case we load that one up. This one's so long, I'm not worried about it. Although, you know, on the other hand, why wouldn't you, while you're here, go like this and maybe go here, here, here. It won't go again. Why won't it go again? I don't understand why it won't put one in there. Well, anyway, I don't get that. Okay, let's get a train here, here to here. Track 1, running full. We'll run the Vickers for everything we've got for the time being. A freight train, 4 days. And did we get this one over here? Going in, I kind of talked myself out of it, didn't I? 6 days, beautiful. All right, so we got 2 things loaded in the Zug end. Let's do these 2 up here in Zurich. And we're going to want passenger lines. I don't want to do a second freight over on this side with the same stuff in it. Or do I? Yeah, I kind of do. All right. All right, let's put in our passenger station in Zurich. And let's put a passenger station in Zug. Like this. And I think what we can do is for Zurich, we'll have Zurich be the repairs. It's in the middle. And the two ends can both have the, so you do repairs, you only have a post office, right? We're not going to do any maintenance just yet. We'll add that in a little bit after we get this going. So down here at this end, you can have this and this, restaurant post office, right? And then we said we want dedicated track because who doesn't love a superhighway of track? Stretch this out to where we can get max speed. There we go. Stretch this out where we can get max speed. There we go. That's beautiful. We'll double track it. All right, we laid our track. Let's get our switches. And set our signals. Okay. And then we want to be able to do passengers down here to this end. There we go. Beautiful. Double track that. Put in switches at both ends. Set our signals. Now, I'm a little curious about what this means. One single train line. So, how's it going to count? Because I'm going to have two. I can tell you, there's going to be two. I wonder if it'll count whichever one starts going first or what. I don't know. But I'm not actually going to worry about it too much. Now, electric train lines Zurich to Winterthur, I think we can just, we can just get that immediately. So let's do a passenger line here first. So we'll set up a passenger line that comes, ouch. It would be worthwhile if we could, passenger lines kind of, the big expense can kind of pay for itself if you can get really good fast connections, right? So let's just see if that's a possibility here. Oh, it's really not that bad. If we do that one tunnel and then we move this to get our max speed, there we go. We have a straight shot max speed. It's not overly expensive, so we'll do that. And then we will come off of this and go back here. We'll put a switch on this end. I'm going to reset these signals to get one all the way up here. Put in those signals all the way back. Okay, beautiful. And then I think we just need a line there. And we've got a business opportunity right here. And I mean, we could have Winterthur create something that's going to contribute to this 3-city cluster, or we could go for. I think I want to stay 3-city cluster and have Winterthur contribute something, right? So, what would we like them to contribute? What would be the first thing we would like? Mountain cheese. What's that? That's gravel. I haven't noticed gravel yet. We'll have to figure out what that means. Are these herbs? These are herbs right here. We could run herbs and, what is it, milk? To make the cheese. But I don't see the cheese as being very useful to you just yet. When do they hit the cheese? 40,000. That's quick. So again, they only need one to start with. That's the meat. Then fairly quickly, they'll get the beer, which will come from Zurich. Get these guys going. Connections, connection that we can't get to yet, but I have a feeling we will pretty quickly. And a connection here that we can't get to that I have a feeling we'll get to pretty quickly. So again, I'm back to what do you want? It really is the mountain cheese at 40,000. That's pretty fast. We could put a warehouse in Winterthur and run the herbs into the warehouse and run, milk and grain here, and then have the warehouse run back and forth to bring excess herbs into this system, which would then feed this system, right? Yes, it would. I'll answer my own question. All right, I think this line would actually, I think all we have to do is create the electric rail line. So I think if we just go like this and go here to here with an express line and go like that, I think we're done. 6 days. There. All right, task done. Okay. But we do want to run the line. So let's go with a restaurant and a post office here, and then let's go see how much money we can get. 3.5 million. 3.5. We have to take the smallest one and the biggest one. It gives us 862 to play with. Now, one problem with this, Zug to Rudy is not going to work. Crap. It's not going to work for passengers, right? If we want, the freight is our best bet given how we've got this arranged. So let's focus on that freight first and then get the passenger line going. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go Rudy to Zurich to Zug to Zurich with a freight line. I mean, we could run it automatic. Did we already build all that track for the passenger line? Yes. But if we run automatic at the start, it'll carry more people, and then we can switch it. Yeah, or more goods, and then we can switch it to freight in a minute as soon as that task is done. So let's go with this guy here, automatic, 25 days. We'd like to have a 5 frequency, which would be like 5 trains. And to make it go faster, we're going to switch it to 3 trains coming out of that end. And then we'll have 2 trains starting over here, like Zug, Switzerland. Oh no, it has to be a single line, doesn't it? Okay, we're going to run 5 trains on that line. So we got that thing going. So we want a warehouse here that takes milk and grain and milk for sure. And we want a warehouse over here that takes grain and milk. Okay. And we want to connect, well, this doesn't have to connect to this, but it needs to get out here. So we're going to go grain first. I think it's more important because we're running out of money a little bit. I see the line kind of coming out like this and then coming down. So we can put our station like over here. Okay. And then we're going to want, I think we can get away with 2 for now on this. We want to come out of this and over here like this. And we want to blow this up because I just built a warehouse without having that turned on. We really, wait a minute, track, throw that away, okay. We really need to match the topography here, or we're going to make some really ugly. So we want to come out like this, and then swing like this, and then down, and then over here. We got max speed. 6% grade for electric trains should be nothing, but we're a little slow right here. Why is that? Come out, come out. There's max. All right, that'll do. All right, into there like that. We'll put switches on this end. We have a switch here because it's point to point. We'll give it track like that. We'll set up a train to come in here. Okay, confirm. We'll run this guy, freight, running full, go. Now, what are we missing? All right, we'll wait till we get a couple of bonuses, then we'll get the milk coming here, and we'll get this. Do we have a warehouse on this side? We do. So we want it to be, yeah, grain and milk, that's right. And the warehouse, do we have a warehouse here? What we're missing is the warehouse up here to allow the transfer over to this line. So as soon as we get a bonus, we'll set that up. And that should be a pretty good start for us. And we're almost running no trains or anything. Let's just go.
Our first electric train line. What a profound moment. But this is just the beginning. There's still lots of work to be done.
Okay, so that's our one task we got done. There we go. Now we got a bonus. So we want this to be a warehouse. And we want to take this and milk, at least, and then we'll see what we want to do with the whole deal over here. And I want milk coming over here into the system. Again, we want to line it up with the terrain. And beautiful. What happened there? And we'll come back like so. We'll put switches on this side. And we'll give it signals, and we will run a milk into here. Running full. Okay, that's milk. Got 1, 2. We got this and this. We need veggies. We need sugar. I think sugar can go to Zurich. To this warehouse. And we'll go let's see. Oh, you know what? Since it's over here, I'm actually going to have it. We're going to set up track that goes and it needs to go into here. Yeah, we'll just have it go straight in there. Like that. Without the tunnel. Good. Okay, we've got switches on both ends. Let's give it signals. And then what we need is this warehouse needs to handle sugar. And its sister warehouse needs to also handle sugar. Already I went past it. What's that? Oil, gasoline, cars. That'll be coming up, I guess. Where's sugar? What in the world? Am I just too dumb to see it? Oh, I've already got it. Good grief. Sorry. Wow. Brain cramp. Okay, sugar on this one. Sugar on this one. Okay, good. And we'll run a train. If I didn't do this already, I did not. From here to here. Track 1. Running sugar. Okay, now we've got sugar coming into the system. We're bringing in pears and lumber, sugar, milk, grain, and we could get, that's more sugar, I think. Veggies, are veggies fairly early? Yes, they are. Veggies are early in this particular one. Oh crap, it's on this side. I think for this we will skip over and come down on the other side. Or we could just join and come over. Yeah, that might be easier. We just go like this and then just join into the freight line. Into the freight line like that. And then come back off. Plan 2 will come out like that. And then plan 1 will join it up like that once we have just a little bit of money. Okay. So we're joining track here. We've got a junction on this end, and we've got that. And then over here, we need yet another warehouse. We'll go ahead and start the train. Can go here, running full of vegetables. Where do we have a little money? There we go. All right. All right. Stop. I'm lost. What's the problem here? Why can't this go over here? It can go over here. It absolutely can. So, okay, that's correct. I'm kind of don't get it. Overhead lines missing. What happened? Track. Well, I wonder if when you merge like that, do you mess up the overhead lines? This doesn't have electric lines for some reason. I don't understand why, but it doesn't. Now that train works. I don't know what happened there. Well, these little suckers hum, don't they? This is nice. Have we gotten anything over here yet? The pairs. Waiting for goods. Oh, I didn't, it's connected. Do we not need pairs anywhere yet? Oh, I see. Pairs are not required yet. So as soon as somebody gets big enough to need them, we'll get that. We're also going to go get our immigration office in Zurich. Okay. Okay, what are we trying to do? 80 goods, grow Zurich. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. And we're starting to get, I think we need, next thing we need is this warehouse over here. For the vegetables, so they can be shared. Spend a lot of money on warehouses up front, but I'm perfectly okay with that. And this warehouse, vegetables, go. That'll keep this train, should keep this train rocking and rolling in there. And the next thing we need, since we built all that track, I wasted all that money, I built all these buildings. Do we have anybody on this? We don't. Okay, let's set up a line from here. Well, what we can do now is do them the way I like to do them. Here to here. Express. 1, 2. Same train. 12 days.
Great! Our route supplies all towns in the canton and should be a good financial starting point to build up our little business.
Okay, we got our 80 wagons, so what we're going to do now is look at that line right here. We had it on automatic, we're going to make it a freight line. And that's really a city growth line. And then we still want that passenger line like this. Days we'd want at least 2 trains, so we'll bump this up one as soon as we have some money. There we go. And now we want our passenger line over here between Ruti and... that's not right. That is not right. Stop. Whoa. Crap. What happened here? You know what? I put a warehouse on what really should be. This should be the warehouse because this bottom track is the freight, right? So this guy here is going to the wrong place. He should be going right here. So what we're going to do is take out that track going across like that. Build a total of overhead lines. Okay. All right, we got an achievement. Good for us. Because it should have been a simpler thing. It should have just gone into that. I was messing up my track. And signals. There we go. There's our Jan Jansen's. Beautiful. And so this warehouse out here, we don't need. We needed a warehouse here that held vegetables. And then this guy out here needs to be a restaurant and a post office. And we need to have a passenger line running from Ruti 2 to Zurich 2 express with this 3 cars. Okay. And we've got a little research, recruiting, residual value. I wouldn't mind having this bridge thing right here. Processing speed's always great. Reliability of electric would be good. It won't let us go here. Oh, we're... Oh, I see. This is how far out we went, and I'm trying to get out past it. What's back here that we would like to have? Maintenance time, that would be good. Residual value. go with the auction. Now, I think we're going to have to stop right there. We don't have enough time for this episode to get this done. I spent a lot of time just looking at the supply chain and all that kind of stuff. So, see, they need vegetables. That'll be coming. And they need this mountain cheese. Do we still have this? We do. I think the mountain cheese will go here, hopefully, to start feeding in. And we'll put it in the warehouse system, and that'll allow it to go to all 3 cities easily. And yeah, so pretty good start, I think, considering we're stumbling through the food chain and the whole bit. But yeah, let's stop right there. And hope you're enjoying this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.